Welcome back to the channel, guys. Something very different, very unique for us. I'm Rob, that's Trin.
Hello.
We normally do episodes on YouTube, but this show is notoriously crap for blocking, pulling, claiming, and to be honest, I haven't got time for the headache. I've recently seen other people moaning about it and stuff, so it was heavily requested by a few people on Patreon, so that's where I'm doing it. But we wanted something for YouTube, and they wanted to also see Trin's opinion of season 1, because she's not watching it with me, I'm watching it solo. But you've been sadly, but you've been watching the episode, the reactions, like when traveling or wherever you get the time. So
absolutely,
you've been watching it with me, kind of.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I mean, I even find myself saying, "You're right," or "Yes," or "I'm thinking the same," or "Yeah, right."
Yeah, it must
feel really,
it must feel weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this is basically because the people who have been watching it with me, I'll give my opinions here and there as well, kind of know what I think about the characters and stuff. So it'd be interesting to see what Trin thinks of the characters, because like I say, I'm recording them alone. So this would be an insight onto what she thinks about them. So let's just pull it up now. And you can see here, there you go, that's Trin's list. It's wrong.
Hey!
It's not too far from mine, to be fair.
Okay. I mean, because when I made it, you didn't really give me your opinion at all. Like, I just put mine, so...
Oh, I did kind of stick my face in when it came to Hilo. When you were like, oh, I don't know, I've hardly seen anything of them. And I'm like,
yeah.
hey! Hey!
Hey!
But people know, I think, when they're watching it with me, I really like Hilo and I like Sharon. Sharon's the Caprica.
Yeah.
Sharon, and Boomer is Galactica Boomer, so confusing, but that's how I've been told to look at them, and it has helped. But yeah, so Starbuck, what do you think?
Amazing. Amazing character, really, because I don't know the original series, you know, I just heard of it, so I don't know. And apparently she was supposed to be a man, right?
No, well, the original was a man, but
yeah,
I don't think supposed to be, but they obviously wrote it with a woman
wrote
in
it
mind.
as man.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I'm really liking her character. Her she's strong and feminine, and she can do both sides of a woman, kinda. But yeah, well, the most that I liked her was in the episode You Can Get Home, I think, when she was alone on that moon and she made that silent work. Yeah, I love her.
Where she stole the raider. Well, not stole it, but revived it and I guess. Well, she basically flew a corpse. If you really think about it, which is pretty gross. But no, I agree. I think it's writing done well for a female character, because it doesn't feel forced at all. Really, it feels really natural, and I think it's a credit to the writing and the actress that it comes off effortless. Because I mean, we get a lot of gender swapping in movies and stuff, and if you wonder why it was done, like you don't always see why it was done. I'm not saying I'm against it, but if you're constantly reminded of just the fact they've done it, then they've done it right. I mean, I've seen the original, and at no point have I missed Starbuck or questioned why they changed it. So that for me was a win. It was amazing. But okay, Baltar.
No more Mr. Nice Gaius.
That's a T-shirt. That really is.
Yeah. I love the guy. He is. You know, you always have in series or stuff. I'm not going to give any examples because I don't want to put spoilers or anything for other shows. But you always have that one guy who is super lucky and can get out of any situation.
I think I know who you're referring to. Well, I know
Yeah.
the ones you're referring to, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's that one guy, and but there's also, he's very conflictual, with his relationship with head six, and his relation in general with the Cylons and the god thing and all that stuff. But yeah, like, just as a character, he brings the humor, all the
He's not even, for the most time, trying to be funny.
no.
But when, I can't remember who it was, I think it was Starbuck, walked in on him, and head six was bent over the desk.
Yeah.
And he's there with his trousers around his ankles. Oh my God, man! Those moments where he gets caught in a word and manages to flip it for the current situation has just been genius. Really, really good.
Yeah.
In the cubicle scene with Gator, where they're sat in the cubicle and talking, you just see the feet acting.
The feet acting, that was one of my best comedy scenes.
Yeah. But then now you've got Adama.
Adama.
Yeah.
He brings the classiness, I think, in this show. He's super,
It makes
the charisma.
He makes the show credible. I'll just say
Exactly.
that. Like, his playing a leadership role, a military leader, is on point. He really, you're looking at men created Cylons are wiping out men. We're being chased through the galaxy. It sounds crazy in premise, but you've got certain characters like Adama, Roslin, Ty, and a couple of others just legitimize the whole show.
Exactly.
But yeah, go on. It's you.
Oh yeah. I mean, he's good. I love him so much, and that last scene. My God, I hate cliffhangers like that.
I thought it was going to be weeks, or like 2 weeks after I recorded the last 2 episodes of season 1. I thought people are going to hate me because you're not going to get the time. But you're like, I've made notes, we can do it. I'm like, okay, right, okay, just do. It's like 10 minutes notice, but here we are.
Yeah. I really, really, really hope he's not dead.
Well, that's the thing. I know Adama's the leader, but there's two. There's Lee Adama. And Adama. What's his first name? I hear like old man, Adama.
Okay. I don't know. Bill, I think. Was it Bill?
Might be Bill.
I think I heard Ellen call him Bill.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
But it's Adama. We'll call him Adama, the other one Lee. But no, he's fantastic, isn't he? Good actor.
Good actor. He brings the show really high, He got that charisma that makes,
And funnily enough, I've never seen him in anything else. I might have done. Actually, I think I vaguely recall him in the old Blade Runner. He looks familiar.
Blade Runner, I know him from Blade Runner.
But not anything big, surprisingly. Because the guy's got chops, isn't he? Acting chops, really, really powerful quality acting. But we'll move on to Head 6.
Yeah, Head 6. Very beautiful. Very many HR moments with Robin.
I should explain, really, because it gets referenced, HR. Someone came up with a game on Patreon, and it kind of gets talked about on Discord. There's a HR count every time I make an inappropriate comment or leer at a woman or like go wow or anything. I get HR. I get HR points. So that she's racking them up.
She brings the HR out of Rob.
Yeah.
No, she's really the actress is really good because she's not only playing Head 6, but she's playing all those different characters as well, I don't know their numbers, probably number 1, number 2, or wherever.
I think they're all sixes.
They're all sixes.
They're all sixes. Is what I was led to believe. Is every one of the blonde. That's the range. Is the 6.
It's the 6. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, she's she can be super, like super sexy, super voluptuous, and she can be on that fight with Starbuck.
Yeah, it was pretty badass. She was very convincing.
Badass. Yeah. So no, she's also very, very, very good. That's why she's in the S tier. I couldn't put her anywhere else.
Her acting as well. I mean, it's like she's an ex-model.
Yeah.
But her intensity in her face is absolutely off the scales. It's ridiculously good. She's very, very good actress.
Yeah. All the mystery around, like she brings the mystery, and there's also those moments where she was feeling jealous, when Baltar was fooling around with every girl.
Yeah.
Especially when he slept with Starbuck,
There was the tears, wasn't there?
The tears and stuff, yeah. That's why I think it's a Cylon thing. I'm very confused with their feelings and if the feelings take over sometimes, or if they just push a button and
yeah, because Leoben hinted at the fact that he could maybe turn off his pain receptors and not feel pain. So I don't know how much of it. I mean, I did comment in one of the episodes, short of cutting one open and showing me the insides to understand. I don't get it. But I'm glad I don't get it, because it's interesting. They seem they're flesh and bone. They can be shot and bleed and stuff and tortured, but I mean, Leoben broke his handcuffs, flipped the table, and had Starbuck against the wall, like with no effort. So there's some super extraordinary strength compared to humans. So it's kind of muddled. Plus, their spine lights up when they have sex, apparently. So instead of having it in the eyes, they've got like a horny meter on their spine. But no, it's. I mean, I love Head 6. I definitely need to see more, so she's down at the bottom for me.
And the need to see more, yeah.
That's a different reason, sorry. HR again. Right, so, Lee.
Lee, yeah. I mean, I like him very much. He's been very... he made decisive... decisions, and he's... How can I say this?
I mean, the fact that you what you're experiencing now is why he was never in A for me. He's in B. Yeah. Because he's very dry.
Yeah, very dry.
He flip-flops. I mean, literally in the same scenario, he's storming the president's ship, and then flip-flops right there, and then goes on his side just for it to be pointless. So I don't know. I want to like him. I hated his guts when he first arrived on Galactica. He was a bit of a snob and stuff like that. Yeah. And it was slowly endearing. The moments I like him in are with Lee and Adama. Like him and his dad, when they have those scenes together, those touching moments. That's when I really like Lee. But he's B for me all day. For now. I mean, that could change.
I mean, it was... For me, it was like him being in A was exactly when he flip-flopped with Rosalind, when he went in and said, no, we can't let military stuff erase democracy,
Yeah.
That and also when he recognized Starbuck when she was coming back in that raider,
Oh yeah, but it did have it written. Starbuck.
Yeah. I mean, he still noticed that
it was flying weird like a crazy
person. Flying weird, and was very on point with his, his flying. But yeah.
Highlight for me was his flying when they were blowing up the Cylon base on that fuel where the planet Carillium or something. I can't remember the name. It was the fuel planet, and he did the old Death Star maneuver, but hard mode version of it. That was pretty cool. I really enjoyed that. That was an amazing episode. I will say probably, that was probably one of my favorite episode of the season, I think. You want to move on to Boomer?
Boomer, yeah. Very very conflictual as well, because she doesn't know she's a Cylon. Sometimes she knows, and when she knows, ah. But then in the end, she shoots Adama. Like, why?
Yeah.
So
It was so well done as well.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. I mean, it blew my...
I didn't see it come.
No.
I almost like felt the bullets getting in my guts.
The thing that kicked me was like, why didn't I see it coming? Because I mean, I normally, like, I'm normally one step ahead, thinking the worst. What if she killed Adama right now?
Oh yeah, same.
And then, but she did it. I wasn't suspecting it. It really caught me out. I love it that it caught me out. It was absolutely awesome. A mind blow. But it's hard to rate her because we've had very little Boomer. Like in the miniseries, we had Boomer.
Mm-hmm.
But in the season, we've had as much Cylon as Boomer. So I don't know. It's kind of changed her character for me, but she's definitely interesting.
I think she was because at some point you said she was like casted very well, because she can play. The acting in her is really, really. At some points she's mysterious. At some points you think that she knows that she's a Cylon. She's acting it really, really well. So yeah, she got the face for it. She really got the face for it.
But across the board, acting in this show is absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah.
It's top notch. A big surprise, this show. But we'll move on to Rosalind.
Rosalind, yeah. I mean, I was oscillating between A and B, but she's in A because she wasn't supposed to be as they mentioned to her many, many, many times, as a kindergarten teacher, she couldn't be a president, you know?
Yeah.
But she got the balls for it, you know?
Oh, she's making the hard calls.
Yeah.
And we saw the moment where Zarek tried to oppose her and force a re-election. It's like, really, you've just got your first moment of peace after ditching the Cylons. They could turn up at any moment. You want to have a change of leadership? And there's already plans in place. I mean, I agree with the election thing. Just the timing of it was just rubbish.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It's very human. Like, I mean, there's these. It's very human. Like when you feel like a little bit secure, you know, and stuff. You need to make something like conflictual happen. You know, you can't just stay. Yeah, try to stabilize that moment of security, you know.
Yeah.
It's very human trait.
But yeah, she's doing
good.
a good job, and she's a good actress. I love the Adama and Rosalind moments, but it's kind of up in the air now, isn't it? They're not really in the best terms. I love their scenes though, so hopefully that they just get past that and get back to normal at some point.
Well, I mean, that's what I noticed a little bit in this. At least in season 1, you have like nearly all the main characters work as a like conflicting or romantic couples. You know, you have like it's working in pairs. Like you have Adama, Rosalind, Lee, Starbuck, Gaius, Head 6, Sharon, Hilo, Boomer, Chief. You know, there's always these pairing.
Yeah, there's good pairings.
Yeah, so it is good.
Chief.
Good. Very, very... He's
like the everyman, isn't he? He's the... Yeah.
And he always has Boomer's back. You can count on him. It's like that guy. You can count on him, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah. I couldn't put him in B. I didn't have the... I wanted him in A because I've only seen of him the best, you know.
Yeah, I'm kind of eager to see him. As in, we've seen him with Boomer. We've seen what he'll do for Boomer, pretty much. And then as soon as he lost his guy, that Sakinus, That was the wake-up call to him. I mean, it's like, you can punish me, just don't punish my kids, you know, my team. And it really cut him up. So I mean, I could agree with A or B for Chief, definitely.
Yeah.
Billy, you've got him up there with his president.
With Roslyn. He's
a puppy.
He's a puppy to her and to Dee, I guess. Well, Dee, he used her a little bit to get infos for Rosalind, but I think he still really liked Dee, so he's he's very loyal. He's in A because of his loyalty, you know, very, very loyal.
Yeah. But nothing really to talk about. It needs more individual moments. That's why, like with Dee, D the person, not the letter. That could be confusing.
I mean her real name. Well, real. Duala. So. Yeah,
Duala. Yeah. So we'll just move on. I mean, we could just say with Duala. I mean, again, same as Billy. I just want to see more. They seem fine. That's why Billy and Dee for me were Billy D. Williams. No. Billy and Dee would be in B for me. Because I rate them above Zarek, definitely above Ellen. We'll get to that. So we'll just move on to Hilo.
Yeah, Hilo.
We'll go with Hilo and Sharon. They're
Hilo, Sharon,
They're pretty much together,
Yeah, I mean, he's not stupid, you know, because you can feel like there was moments where he doubted a little bit there was something in Sharon that was not quite right.
Or too good to be true, maybe?
Yeah, too good to be true. He asked her questions like, "Oh, we've been running for a while, and you're not even tired, or you know."
But bear in mind, he had no clue because he's been on Caprica that there were Cylons that looked like humans.
Yeah.
So he didn't question it any further than that because he didn't know.
Yeah, exactly. I think if he knew, he might have get there quicker.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like him, but I probably not as much as you do, because for me, I still, he got his moments, and people probably will hate me because they love him so much.
No, I think B isn't bad.
Yeah, it's not bad. You know. I just need to see more, you know, plus from him. Yeah.
That's fair. But the fact that I yearn to see more of them puts them in A for me.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Because I'm eager to see more of them. So that, you know, that hunger like puts them above. Say, if I see more of D, great. If I see more of Gator, brilliant. If I see more Doc or Callie, okay. But I want to see more of these two, Hilo and Sharon. So that kind of puts them up above.
Yeah, plus Sharon with the baby stuff, and it really puts another level of, I want to see more of what's going to happen. What's that baby? Is it a hybrid baby, kind of, sort of a
it's going to be a mix, isn't it? One's human, one's Cylon. Unless we find out Hilo's Cylon, that would be really interesting. Because we got a long way to go, and some shit's going to happen, I'm sure. It's going to be 3D printed, this little baby.
I mean, you made a good point when you said, what is this going to be? Like, are we all maybe Cylons and walking around? Yeah.
Yeah, we don't know we are, but yeah.
Yeah, I like that thought of yours.
Yeah, but I'm always exhausted, so I'm not a very good one. I'm always tired. And then, but Soul Tie for me, I would have him in A. And the only reason is he started off as like, oh my God, this guy just drinking on the job and just really always on Starbuck and that. But the one thing I absolutely love about him is when it comes to Adama, he's unwavering. You know he's loyal to a fault.
Okay.
Apart from the interaction with one other character on this tier list, which we will get to. But Soul Tie, I got him up higher, but I kind of feel like, I don't know, I'm seeing sides of him I don't like because of said extra person on the tier list.
Yeah, I mean, his relationship with Adama is really unfaulty, and he's loyal to the max. But also, I put him in B just because I just felt like he was waiting because of the relationship with Starbuck, you know, I felt like he was just waiting for her to make a mistake or to, like when she jumped back to Caprica, he was like, in his head probably, I knew she would just bail on us, or, you know, it's not having that trust in Starbuck was really unsettling for me. But yeah.
Because Starbuck has probably the best laugh out of any of the cast. Like when she, I mean, she does what you do when you've really just belly laugh. It's ridiculous. It's so funny, and it's not even something that can be faked. It just happens.
Yeah.
But Gator, I don't know, like same as D really. I mean, he's funny when he's with Baltar, but really seen not much of him.
No, not really.
But I'd put him above anyone in C.
Yeah.
Same with D. Crashdown, I don't know. I kind of feel like we're going to learn more about him. Being on that planet. But
yeah, he's like in the limit of getting to B, but yeah.
Yeah, we'll see more soon, I'm sure.
We'll see more, yeah.
A Doc Cottle, I love the guy. He's A or S. I love the fact he smokes when he's sorting patients. I mean, he's old school Doc, you know, old school Doc. Mm-hmm. I'd like to know if he was in the original, because he looks like his hair and his look and everything, his style looks like someone. I can't look it up, but it looks to me like someone who was in the original, but I might be wrong. But I mean, there's not much to know about him. He's just really brutally honest. he just lights up, has a cigarette, and no shit's given. I like the character, but yeah.
Yeah, me too. I mean, exact same as you. I mean, I find him super also funny, and he doesn't give a shit, and he just tells you what's going on, and so.
Yeah, he certainly put the president in her place. It's like, take twice the dosage, must work twice as fast, right? Yeah, I love the way he gives her some sass.
Yeah, or he's like, I'll give you this, but you will not like the side effects.
No. Callie, she's really sweet.
Yeah.
That's all I got. You?
Same.
Well, apart from the fact she's mother fracker when she bit the ear off, like a chunk of ear off the guy in the prison. It was
prison,
yeah, it was kind of funny. But yeah, the whole frack thing I love. My friend used to say it, frack, and I was like, okay, it's like me saying frick. I thought, that's weird, does he not know the word frick? But he was a fan of this show, but now I get it.
Okay,
frack.
Frack.
Yeah, it's cool. Zarek, I mean, it was hard for me to not fight you on this, because I mean, even I would consider just putting him higher just because he was in the original show, because he was Apollo.
I know.
But I agree with probably where you've put him here.
Yeah, because I mean, I know it's like a very nostalgic and stuff, but for some people, like seeing him again, and I could. I mean, if I was in that place, I'd probably even put him in A or S, you know, just because of the character, but. Yeah, just in this, in this show where he is, he can, jumping on the fact that, we need elections and stuff. He's right, but he's also not, he was doing it very viciously, you know, so, I didn't like.
He's got an agenda big time, so.
Yeah, so I also need to see more.
Yeah, I'd like to see more of him. But, I mean, he looked pretty good considering, he was in the 70s one. Because it was late 70s.
Okay.
And 80s that the old Battlestar was on. And he looks great, but he's dead now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, someone said he passed away. Not too long ago, but... Wow, okay. If I find out the guy who played Doc Cottle's still alive, then that's impressive. Doral... Really no opinion on that thing. I'll say thing because it's a Cylon, but
it's a Cylon. Yeah, no.
But I think the thing is, you had them in D, and I was like, do you think they're better or worse than Ellen? And you said, put them C. Dunk. Leoben, Doral, Zarek, and Crashdown all got a promotion because of her.
Ellen. Ugh. She gives me the jeebies. as they say, the EBGB.
I would say the most in your C rating, the most interesting character so far that really we could talk about is Leoben.
Leoben, yeah.
He had some big moments with Adama and Roslyn and Starbuck.
And Starbuck, yeah. I think he's the essence of what a Cylon can do. He showed us the most of,
Yeah. And
of what they can, pressing that buttons to unlock emotions or,
it was an insight, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And also his ability to take truths and mix them up with false, lies and truth to put doubt in people. Like when he left Adama as a Cylon.
Oh yeah, for Rosalind.
Rosalind, I was like, you absolute shit. Don't believe it for a second. Because there's certain characters I just won't buy it.
Yeah.
I'll be like, no.
And it made them lose time, like when with Baltar testing the people if they were Cylons or not, Yeah, resume testing Adama. No. Resume testing Ellen. No. Resume testing Ellen.
And the whole time, Adama's like saying, no, I'm trying to test Ellen. And she's like, yeah, carry on doing Ellen. Because she met her once.
She met her once.
No, she heard about how she just turned up. But the dinner party, oh my God. The cringe. So we might as well get in to Ellen. She, for me, I don't know if there's more. There might be an arc to her, but what we've seen of her so far, I can't stand the woman. She's just seeking drama. Very much too much. But by design, I can't believe they would write her like that if there's no reason for it. And it's kind of served a purpose, I guess, till now.
And there's still that doubt that we don't know if she's a Cylon or not, because Balta said when he tested her, he said, "I will never tell."
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah,
but that's like you'd say no, right? So she could be. I don't know.
She could be because all her attitude, but apparently she was like that even before, because she's very very sexual, very needy, very temptation freak.
When I was watching it, I couldn't help but make comparisons to another a real life celebrity that's been on TV a lot with a man in a court case. But we'll move on.
We'll move on. Yeah.
But there were some reminders there. Just some of the things that have been said. But Ellen, I'm really not a fan. I mean, the only reason she's not at the very bottom is because we've got Hot Dog, Jammer, Sakinus, Cat, and Racetrack, who I want to see more of. You need to see more of. We don't really know them yet. No,
we really... especially Racetrack and Hot Dog. Yeah, they're really interesting.
Well, Hot Dog is the actual son of Adama. The real life son, yeah. If you look at him, he does kind of look a little bit... When it was pointed out, I was like, oh, yeah. I mean, I mentioned it in one of the episodes, but yeah, he is the son of Adama.
Okay, well, that's cool.
But I want to see more of. I mean, Jammer. I didn't even know his name was Jammer. It sounds familiar, but I mean, I knew there was a Racetrack in it as well. But you point without the names. Tell me who's Racetrack. Oh, and thank you to Lemmy who put these pictures for us. Yeah, it's very, very good. Yeah. So thank you for that. Right, well, let's talk about the episodes now then. So moving on from the characters. I have the episode list. Okay. So, episode 1, 33. We know, referring to 33 minutes. Every 33 minutes the Cylons come. That was probably one of my favourite episodes as well. It was definitely in my top 3.
Same.
Top 3. It was intense. The fact they kept going and going and going. The tired acting in it. As someone who's been that tired, not quite that bad. They've been up for like 2 weeks or something. Hardly any sleep. I mean, that was next level, but I believed it. It was almost hard to watch.
It was. What like hit me the most is that survivors count. I was like,
And it's always been there in the background.
Yeah.
She keeps changing it.
yeah,
That's really
plus
interesting.
1 minus 300, 1300. It's just,
Oh yeah, plus
like,
one. There was a baby.
yeah, like
wow.
that minus 1300 and that plus 1 at the end who gave the hope. It was just, yeah, it was, like, yeah, it hit me a little bit.
But the one you were talking about, You Can't Go Home Again. The
With Starbuck.
yeah. That one was a good one.
Yeah.
I enjoyed
Was,
that. In fact, there's not been any really drops apart from.
Tie me up, tie me down. Ugh.
But Water, that was where we kind of got an insight into Boomer.
Boomer. Yeah.
Being a Cylon, so that was interesting as well.
I like that she was the one who to find water, to find fuel, to find.
Yeah, she's finding all the stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems and the big topic that keeps coming up all the time. I keep saying it. Everything that's happening in this show is fated, because it all just happens to happen at the exact right time. Like her finding water, her finding fuel, Boltar like not taking on God until the last minute. And then the doctor who wanted to come and talk to Rosalind, his ship suddenly becomes a Cylon threat and gets blown up.
Yeah.
Then Head 6.
Miss Godfrey.
Miss Godfrey, yeah, she appears. She's about to blow the whole thing. He embraces God. They find out that the picture's fake, and it's like it's all fated. Everything just seems to be happening at the exact right moment. Bastille Day, that was the
Bastille Day.
That was
yeah.
the political one on Cloud 9. I think the ship was.
Yeah.
Was it? Yeah, I mean, it had Ellen in it, and there was moments I switched off and I missed some bits, but I went back and rewatched them, and I didn't see her and Zarek being in cahoots with each other, because like I say, she's on screen and she's being all smarmy and stuff. I just switched right off. I've got to stop doing that because she's probably going to be in it more. No, but it wasn't Bastille Day.
Colonial Day.
Yeah, Colonial Day. Bastille Day was which one?
Yeah, I got mixed up as well.
Bastille Day was the prison ship with Zarek.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yep.
I knew making some kind of notes was actually worth it, but I was cocky and thinking Bastille Day was Colonial Day. Colonial Day, so Bastille Day was, it was kind of cool. I got to see some nice moments. I love it when we get to see Starbuck be Starbuck and just kick some ass. So her infiltrating and wanting to take a shot on Zarek. And also Lee stepping up and talking to Roslin and his dad saying, all I did was promise him an election when there's going to be one. You know, if you're telling me there's no election, then they kind of put them on the spot. Act of Contrition. That had the beginning, the death of the, where they need to get more pilots. Like Starbuck is like needing to get more pilots.
Oh yeah, and she was having that meltdown about Zach and
Zach. And then we got You Can't Go Home Again.
That's probably my favorite. I'll say it. She was very, very primal, very gritty in it. When she was lost on that moon, and you'd think she would never make it, and she still made it.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that one. You Can't Go Home Again. It's one of your favorite. Litmus was the one with I think the woman, the Master at Arms. She was allowed to take full control.
Yeah,
and she even got Adama up in the tribunal and started pushing him. And I'm like, yeah, you're going about this all the wrong way. I would say my least favourite episode of the whole thing, because we go by them one by one, but we'd be here all day. But and we can't really go too in depth and them really. But Tie Me Up, Tie Me Down was the weakest.
Same.
I would say 33, probably my favourite.
Okay.
It was probably my favourite because it was so freaking like nerve-wracking. I mean, the tension was amazing. And then obviously you got the finale, Coble's Last Gleaming, where you're getting some insights. I don't know if I put part 1 and part 2 into the same episode. They technically are one episode.
Okay.
But I don't know. What about you?
Yeah, same. I mean, my favorite is definitely you can't go home. Yeah, and also 33. Like they are very close. Really, 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 really close. Yeah, Tie Me Up, Tie Me Down. That's a glitch in the matrix.
Yeah, but I will say You Can't Go Home Again is probably, I mean, that was the one that got me the most emotional, I think, out of any of them. That actually brought tears to my eyes, where Starbuck is like laying there injured, and you thought he's never going to forgive her again. And yeah, I don't know, I think he patted her on the head or something. It was such a sweet moment. Yeah, it really got me, that one. I forgot it was the end of that episode, I think.
Yeah.
That really got me.
Yeah, same. You were crying, I was crying.
I was weeping, all right?
Okay.
There's a difference.
But I was crying my eyes out on that one.
But no, I will say, just to tie things up, no pun intended, that I'm really enjoying this. This was a promise that I made, that when we finished Firefly, I made it to someone on Patreon that I'll do Battlestar Galactica. But we started doing The Walking Dead. We're enjoying it, loving it. It got really popular. People requesting 2 a week. We kind of wanted to do 2 a week once Firefly had finished. So I was in a bind. You have no more free time. So it was left to me to do solo recordings. Hence the reason I haven't got time to edit it or go through that dance, that copyright dance, because I've seen people have them up for a week, then they'll get blocked, then they have to go back, redo it, re-render, re-upload. I haven't got that time. I mean, we both work full time, so it's very difficult for me. So what we decided was, at the end of the season, we'll do a discussion about the season, our favourite episodes, the tier list and stuff. And that's the best we got. So yeah, I don't like keeping things just for Patreon. It's not something I enjoy. I really would like the time to be able to do them, some version of them onto YouTube. But I also don't like the fact that I can have something up for 6 months and then all of a sudden start getting emails that you've just been discovered manually, and it's pull, and you've got like a season or something you've got to redo. Not a fan of that. So, but I'm really enjoying it. I'm glad I fulfilled my promise, or I'm fulfilling my promise, because we've got loads more to go, and I'm glad you're watching along with me.
Yeah, I'm super happy.
And it gives you something to watch on the bus, train, or tram.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a long journey, so it's a bit of fun, something for you to watch. So yeah, it's not like something I enjoy, not showing the episodes, but they're there on Patreon if that's what you're into. We will try to do an end of season chat after every season, just for something, because it's a great show. I want more people to enjoy it, and I want more people to see my mind blow, because it's been such a surprise. Loving it. I got through this one season in 3 weeks or something. I know it was about a month, wasn't it?
Yeah.
No, less. I mean, I was doing 2-3 episodes a week just because I can just flip the camera on by myself and just go. It's still missing something.
Hello.
But it's fun. It's fun. It's definitely my kind of show. So I've got nothing really else to say. But will we see you in an appearance in season 2 at some point?
Yeah, maybe. There. No
I'll take it.
promises,
I'll take it. No pushing.
I'll just have because I wrote down some questions, but just like these last thoughts, and it's really cool because this show brings these questions in mind, like how much our lives are a destiny. When do the things we create, begin to take over? Is there a god or gods? And if so, how much are they? Is there 1, 2? It's big questions that I'm really glad that the show does not provide easy answers to it, you know?
Yeah, I mean, there's many questions, and I'm waiting for answers, but I mean, if I was a braver man, I would guess some answers myself, but I need to see more. I mean, I throw out theories, I throw out stuff I think is going to happen all the time, whether I'm wrong or right. It's just what I do. If I'm wrong, people can laugh at me. If I'm right, then people will be like, "Oh my god!" Like, it's just nice to throw out thoughts and stuff as you go. But any others?
No, that's it.
You're all good.
I'm all good. Just if you like quality science fiction, check out Battlestar Galactica.
If you're watching this and you've never seen the show, I question you.
Do yourself a favor.
Do yourself a favor, but I doubt it. They're going to be like, I've not seen it, not going to click on it. But loving it. Top-notch TV.
Yeah.
Can't wait to start season 2 soon. But we'll end it here then, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. With that said, then we will see you in the next season recap.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of. Bye.
Cheers. Bye, guys.